Opa, o Dolph Lundgren parece um anãozito ao pé deste gajo.
O trailer
Perseguições de carros,
o trailer
tiroteios,
não tem uma
explosões.
sequência. O trailer é só mostrar coisas. Mostra coisas do filme, não é?
Opa,
Não se percebe
e
absolutamente
diz a
nada.
frase-chave do filme logo, que é
I
eu
come
venho em paz.
peace.
Opa, este é o filme mais pirotécnico
É que
do
spoilers.
início dos anos 90.
A gente passa a vida a queixar-se dos trailers.
Sim,
agora são
é que
spoilers.
neste trailer nós temos tudo, pá, e temos praticamente o final do filme.
Então, Paulo, tudo bem?
Opa,
Está tudo bem contigo,
Daniel.
pá?
Opa, eu digo-te uma coisa, eu estou bastante nervoso por abordarmos este filme, porque este filme...
Tu ficas sempre nervoso, pá.
É pá, não, com estes ícones pá, da minha adolescência, infância / adolescência, eu fico bastante nervoso porque marcaram-me realmente aquilo que nós mais consumimos, os putos, nós queríamos ver filmes de porrada.
Canon, não é? A Canon.
É pá, sim, basicamente é a histórica produtora destes filmes que trouxeram ao mundo tantos nomes das artes marciais e de filmes de ação. Epá, e hoje vamos falar num filme que me marcou particularmente, que foi o Dark Angel, o Anjo Negro, e não estou a falar da Jessica Alba.
Pois, é isso.
Filme...
Eu quando estava a pesquisar coisas para esse filme também tropecei aqui numa série. Eu desconhecia, produzida pelo Cameron, não é?
A série é muito fixe, exatamente.
Tu viste isso? Tu viste esta Dark Angel?
Vi. A série está fixe. Epá, mas não tem nada a ver com este filme.
Bom,
não é?
eu sobre este filme não partilho o mesmo entusiasmo que tu. Aliás, só vi
mas
vi
isso
o filme...
é porque tu só viste recentemente.
Claro, exatamente.
Isso,
eu vi o filme há muito pouco tempo.
Obviamente que o filme hoje é muito datável, não é? Mas tu tens que imaginar é que um puto de 13, 14 anos nos anos 90... Epá, marca de outra maneira.
Eu tenho a perfeita noção disso, mas...
Este filme tinha
ainda assim,
o maior One Big Ugly Motherfucker desde o Predador.
Este filme saiu em 1990, mas o filme ainda não estava bem preparado para os anos 90, porque o filme é visivelmente um filme dos anos 80, não é? O Dolph Lundgren estava agora bem sólido como estrela da ação depois do Rocky 4, dos Masters do Universo e do The Punisher, e continuava a avançar.
E o Punisher é um filmezaço do caraças.
Pronto.
Que foi diretamente para vídeo.
O Masters do Universo.
Tu acreditas em mim porque tu não viste.
Tem podcast gravado ao vivo, atenção.
Daniel, espera lá. Eu estou a ver a tua expressão. Tu estás a fazer uma expressão tipo, whatever, pronto. Tu nem viste o filme, tu não sabes do que é que eu estou a falar.
Eu estou a dizer, tipo, calma rapaz, não te entusiasmes.
Não. Vá, admite lá, tu não viste o filme.
Não, este Punisher não vi, admito.
Então ouve o que eu te digo. É um filmezaço do caraças.
E vou-te dizer ainda pior. Eu nunca vi por inteiro o Rocky 4. Mas pronto.
Então olha, queres saber a melhor?
Podemos fechar aqui o podcast, não é?
Não. Agora tenho que responder a essa tua afirmação, que é... Eu vi o Rocky 4 umas 6 vezes seguidas. E porquê? E tive que o gramar.
Isso é alguma
eu fui
forma
de uma viagem de autocarro.
Ok.
Quase.
Foi uma visita de
eu
estudo.
fui uma viagem de autocarro.
Foi uma visita de estudo.
Não. Fui até ao Luxemburgo e a viagem de autocarro demorou 28 horas. E então havia um VHS sempre a passar numa televisão lá dentro do autocarro, que era para a malta se entreter. Opa, e era o Rocky 4, meu! Acabou por surtir um efeito em mim quase de lavagem cerebral. No sentido em que
passaste a detestar os russos.
A idolatrar a máquina humana que era o Dolph Lundgren. Opa, e depois foi para mim quase um choque quando eu, no Anjo Negro, o vejo a ser maltratado à séria por um gajo que ainda era maior que ele.
E também louro, não é? E também louro. Mas este é mais...
Neste filme não está tão louro.
Mas este é mais um filme que é daqueles que é feito à medida para destacar o Dolph como um gajo de poucas palavras, mas com muito porradão para dar. Enfim, é um filme feito à medida.
Sim, é um homem da ação. Claro,
o Dark Angel, ou I Come in Peace, conforme o mercado em que adquirirem o filme, é um buddy cop onde o Dolph é o palhaço rico e o Brian Ben é o palhaço pobre. Ambos são largados...
Sim, esse gajo sempre fez comédias, só comédias. E acho que ele até cai bem ali. Parece que é um outcast que caiu ali.
Aparece do nada.
Exatamente.
Ambos são largados num cenário muito ao estilo de Predador 2, onde um alienígena é, neste caso, um dealer de droga intergaláctico que, em vez de troféus, precisa de uma substância do cérebro humano que é conseguida através de uma overdose de cocaína. É isto,
Exatamente.
não é?
Que aquilo produz as endorfinas, aquilo produz essa dose de cocaína, produz as endorfinas no hipotálamo do cérebro humano, onde ele depois vai sacar,
Sim,
lá
uma agulha
então,
com vida própria, não é?
Exatamente. Mas primeiro tem que espetar aquela cena na tola dos gajos.
Bom, antes de tu dizeres...
Mas
antes
eu acho que este filme podia muito bem ser um policial tradicional. A única questão aqui é que ele tem um ligeiro título
é um gajo dos...
paranormal, não é?
Isso,
onde dois aliens vêm à Terra e armam um campo de batalha.
Eu acho que o filme não, embora pareça esquisito pela
Terra,
descrição...
campo de batalha...
por esta descrição
agora
que nós estamos aqui, por esta descrição que eu estou para aqui a dar, o filme parece muito esquisito, mas na verdade o filme é até muito ligeiro, não é? Não é uma obra terrível, vê-se bem pelo que é, mas não é particularmente memorável. Pronto, tem ali uns compactos.
Olha, para mim é, e há gajos aí com 30 e 40 anos que acham mesmo que eu, te garanto.
Não tenho dúvida, estou a falar na minha perspectiva de quem viu o filme agora e está a reter algumas informações em relação a isso.
Então, os aliens que vêm à Terra são dois aliens, não é? Um é um criminoso e outro é um polícia.
É isso, é o alien bom e o alien mau.
Por isso, é assim, uma curiosidade é que o argumento foi co-escrito pelo David Coep, que hoje em dia é um gajo, é um mainstreamer com muita credibilidade.
O gajo escreveu muitos blockbusters nos anos 90, assim. Mas eu acho que ele não escreveu isto sozinho, deve ter sido tipo co-escrito ou uma coisa assim.
É co-escrito.
O que é que tu tens a dizer daquela arma à estilo Predador que parece um compact disc? Que anda lá aos saltos pelo cenário a degolar.
O polícia bom que vem para ajudar os humanos, ele parece a morre, não é? E passa a batata quente ao Lundgren e aos parceiros. E aquela arma explosiva, cada tiro daquilo é equivalente a um míssil RPG, caralho. Que aquilo,
e eles ainda lhe dão ainda mexem.
Rebenta com um bairro inteiro, é uma coisa impressionante. Mas o realizador, o Craig R. Baxley, ele era um antigo coordenador de duplos e realizador de segunda unidade. Antes deste filme, ele já tinha feito a segunda unidade do Predador e arranjou alguma malta de atores do Predador para fazer o Man of Action, o Action Jackson, e este então era o seu filme que o iria implementar no mainstream. E ele, antes do John Woo se ter mudado para os Estados Unidos, ele era o gajo que mais coisas mandava pelos ares e mais pirotecnia utilizava. Especialmente, se vocês se lembrarem, e quem viu, o A-Team, os Soldados da Fortuna. As cenas dos jipes e das explosões e não sei o que e tudo mais, era este gajo. Este filme, durante a minha adolescência e infância, apresentou-me o Matthias Hues, o nosso alien mau de serviço. Sim. E ele era, habitualmente, o vilão de serviço nos filmes da terceira linha que iam diretamente para o lugar vídeo. E só para nomear alguns, o Kickboxer 2, do nosso caro padrinho Pium, o Homem Digital e o Alvo Executivo. E ele é hoje o nosso convidado especial.
Eu, como sou um gajo que me preocupo muito contigo, e acho que isto merece uma terapia de choque, porque, enfim, o filme sortiu-te alguns pesadelos na infância, e eu pensei, bem, não há nada como enfrentar os seus medos e pôr o Paulo frente a frente com o próprio ator, o Matthias.
Como é que se chama aquela... Como é que se chama aquilo nos Estados Unidos que os gajos, a família toda está à espera do gajo?
É uma intervenção.
Uma intervenção.
O que eu fiz foi uma intervenção. O Paulo um dia chegou a casa, eu disse...
Vá lá que foi à distância e não tivemos que dar as mãos.
Mas tu fizeste um bocadinho de xixi à mesma, na cueca, não fizeste?
Xixi?
Não, sim, com medo, pá. Estava cheio de medo. Vamos então a esta entrevista em exclusivo com o ator e bodybuilder que na semana anterior se tinha lesionado nas costas e, por consequência, teve que remarcar a entrevista connosco. Está agora a recuperar e começamos a entrevista mesmo por aí, perguntar se ele já estava melhor.
I hope you're feeling better from your back.
Everything is good.
How did
the mountain kicked your ass, right?
The mountain.
It's the name of his character in Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
I saved my eyes, but he was stomping on my back. Yeah.
Were you rehearsing for something?
No, he's in town. He's a friend of mine. So we all work out at Gold's Gym in Venice, and I had another friend there, Alexander Nevsky. He's the Russian Arnold Schwarzenegger. So it's him, so it's him, myself. So it's fun to work out 3 big guys in the gym. We push each other really hard. So everyone is sore or injured afterwards because no one wants to give in. Everyone wants to be the strongest.
and you are a pretty big guy. But I think he's a little bit younger than you.
He's younger.
That's going for him.
He's younger. He's taller. I hate him, but
but you at a young age, you dedicated your life to sports. You became also a pentathlon athlete in 5 disciplines. Yeah, right?
That's true. Yeah, when I started out, when I was young, I was 15. I started, so I did it all my youth, which laid the foundation, to be honest, for me in Hollywood, because being an athlete, it comes really handy when you have to do action movies, So that combined with the fighting makes it a little bit easier, because you do have to do your own stunts to a degree, not all of it, but some of it, at least, because the camera wants to see that you are doing the jumps and the runs and the fighting. So you can't fake it. You have to run over cars or through explosions and all that stuff, which is really exciting, especially when you're younger, because when you're young, you don't think. And you're not afraid. I remember I always used to say, I'll do it.
Yeah, of course.
Saving money with stunt doubles.
Yeah.
When did you decide to move from Germany to the US and on to the movie industry?
Yes, I was 26, so relatively old, because in Hollywood you start early. Yeah. But I was always a fan of movies like like most of us when we grow up. In my time, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. These type of action figures were large influences, especially if you worked out, you were into fitness, bodybuilding. And one day in 84, 85, I think, I saw Rocky IV with Sylvester Stallone and Dolph Lundgren, who is Swedish. And I owned a gym at that time, and I watched the movie, and I was so taken with the film. So literally a couple of weeks later, I sold the gym, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to do the same job. This is what I, screw the fitness industry." I meant to do action movies because
a leap of faith. You took a leap of faith.
I just took a leap of faith. I didn't have much money because I couldn't sell the gym, because the gym, I had an 8-year contract with a bank, and I just had opened it. It was my second gym. So I'll just, believe it or not, I just handed the key to a friend of mine and said, "It's yours," without any money exchanging. I was so crazy. I mean, I just never looked back. I knew, okay, this is it. I'm not going to fail. I don't care about money. All I need is a ticket. And I arrived here with no money, and I thought, oh, what was I thinking?
Many guys did what you did. For example, Van Damme did also what you did.
Same thing.
And he did many odd jobs before. He served tables. He cleaned the rugs. Did you have to do any odd jobs also?
Yeah, because you're a foreigner. So for one, you have no working permit. You have no credentials, and you don't speak English. So if you don't speak English, like zero almost, that's how I was. I was like almost a few sentences. That's not enough. You have no chance, so you somehow have to survive till that day comes where your English is getting much better. And but I was really, really lucky. I went to Gold's Gym in Venice, and I went to the manager, who used to be a stuntman, and I said, "Oh, I want to be in the film business." And he looked at me, "Yeah, you and 100,000 other people with muscles, but I keep you in mind." And he did call me a couple months later. By now, I was working at Gold's Gym. I was re-racking the weights, meaning when the bodybuilders left the weights on the ground, I was putting them back onto the rack for $3.75 an hour. So that was my job. Then he the manager suddenly called and said, "Oh, we got a phone call. There's a film in Thailand, and it's with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he walked off the set. He had a fight with the producer. The movie is stranded. They need to replace him. We need an European. Why don't you go up there to the producers and introduce yourself? Audition. We call that an audition." So I went up there. I auditioned. I got the job, and barely could speak any English. But a couple of days later, I was in Thailand on a plane, and I replaced Jean-Claude in a film called No Retreat, No Surrender Part 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it was unreal. I mean, but my acting, everything was so bad that my first scene, I just, I had to sit in a chair like this, which was facing the other way. I had to turn around and face the camera and talk to Cynthia Rothrock. But I couldn't turn the chair. Whatever I did, I turned it like always a 360. So I never got that right, and then I never knew my lines.
And during your career, you played mostly villains. Do you
Yes.
enjoy playing the bad guy?
Yeah, I mean, it happened that way because, so you're German, you have a bit of an accent, or a lot of a big accent at that time, the longish hair, the blonde look.
So you are labeled as the bad guy.
I fell into it, believe it or not, really quickly.
I'm gonna force Paulo make a confession here.
Yeah.
He said me that he had nightmares with you, maybe with a character. Which movie was Paulo?
I think your character, the alien from Dark Angel,
Yes,
is one of your most iconic characters. I know that you are human.
Yeah,
I know that you are human. But when I was a kid, I was so scared.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I had nightmares with you after seeing the movie. It's an amazing character. What do you remember from that character? Did you have to audition?
Yes. It was a fantastic way. This whole movie was just a gift for me, There's a bit of a side story, which is so crazy because when I first went to Gold's Gym, the manager said, you should just approach Dolph Lundgren. He's doing the movie Master of the Universe, He-Man. Just say, you come from Germany, you want to be an actor, you want to be in his movies, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, he's going to be at that restaurant tonight in Venice. If I be you, I would just go there. So I went there, fresh off the boat, waited outside. It's a VIP restaurant, typical Hollywood, all the people outside trying to get in, trying to get a place, a table, doorman, it's very high profile. Next thing you know, I wait, like an hour, and then suddenly a big limo arrives, and Dolph gets out with the bodyguards, the cigars, and
he needs bodyguards.
Yeah, he was. You have to understand, it was right after Rocky IV, so he was like.
Yes, I understand, but it's funny to see a big
guy
like him.
Russian. He played the Russian, and he was in the US. He definitely needed bodyguards.
Yeah, it's part of Hollywood, right? So he just had the perfect. He came. How can I say it? It was the perfect appearance, so to speak, and I felt, oh my God, my heart was beating out of my chest, and I was just like one of those people standing out there, and then I approached him and I stood in front of him and I said, "Oh, Dolph, hi, I'm from Germany. I want to be in your movie," not knowing any better, green behind my ears. And he looks at me and he's like, almost has to laugh, and he said, "Yeah, well, maybe you can be my stand-in." Stand-in is someone that is actually in front of the camera when he rests, just so they can focus the lid.
And yes.
Yeah, and then he was about to leave, and then he said, but second thought, you're not tall enough."
Oh, damn.
When was that? Do you remember the year?
86.
86. But 4 years later...
It was
4 years later.
You were the villain in his movie.
Yeah, I get a phone call from...
He still remembered you, or was just a coincidence?
No, he didn't remember me.
And you didn't say about the... You didn't say...
I'm that guy. He doesn't even remember the restaurant, probably. I don't know.
He did. No, I'm that guy you don't remember.
Yeah.
No, it was really cool because I got a phone call. They were looking for an athlete, someone that can do all his own stunts and run and jump and really dangerous stuff. And so I got up there and I met the director, and the director immediately said, "Oh, you're going to be that guy. I have a feeling you're going to be that Dark Angel." And he said, "I want to talk to you about something, you know." And he got me into the conference room, him alone with him, and he said, "Man, you don't understand. I'm going to give you the break of your lifetime, because this movie is a Dolph Lundgren movie, but what you don't know." And first of all, I was like, "Oh, Dolph Lundgren, haha." And then he said, the role was written for Dolph. He was supposed to be the Dark Angel, and he doesn't want to do it. At this point in his career, he doesn't want to be a Terminator or a muscle man, or, you know, he wants to be an actor. So he's playing the cop, but he doesn't know. I mean, the script was written for him, but I'm going to give the role to you. It's basically your movie if you want to have it. But if you take it, you're going to have to risk your life, because I'm a former stuntman. I'm now a director, and I don't want any fake bullshit. I want to see you in these explosions, running, jumping. Well, if you've seen the movie, you see it.
Yeah.
So
When we started this interview, you said that you jumped through cars with explosions, and there's a main scene with that exactly. You are running over the cars, and they are exploding behind you. That's an incredible scene.
Yeah, for instance, I mean, what people don't know, and this is the insane thing about it. For one, I have contact lenses and I can't see anything. I don't see, so I only see black and white. So first off, I rehearse all this running over the cars with my shoes, athletic shoes, you know. And then after that, I have to memorize it. Then I put in the contact lenses, so I only they actually have to. I have two people next to me that guide me around, and then I have to run by memory, not by vision.
Okay,
What a pain.
but did you have to you look much taller in the movie than
Yeah,
you already are. You add some special boots, right?
yeah, they have like 3 inches, so they're not made for running. It's really, really dangerous. So
So
you run
contact
with that.
lenses, boots, it's almost an
Yeah,
accident waiting for happen.
it really is. But it doesn't end there. It's bizarre what you have to do. It's first you have to run over the cars, and then the stunt coordinator kept saying, "Well, if Matthias is at that car, particular car, or that car, and if we make this car explode, he's gonna just die, you know." And the director said, "Well, he's just gonna have to run faster."
Okay, you're gonna have
Yeah,
to run for your life, literally.
yeah, and you overhear all of that, you know. It's
Yeah.
really crazy. And then you have to jump from the last car through a window on fire, and you have to hit a platform outside of the window that they specially have constructed, which is about 60 feet in the air or something, which is only a few feet in diameter, and you have to land exactly on that, on fire, and they catch you, and there's also the cameraman, and there's almost no space, but you're so quick, it's so dangerous, you cannot imagine. If you miss it, you pull everyone down to the ground on fire, and you have only one take. But it's kind of like your adrenaline and your memory and all of that. And if you've been an athlete, you have tunnel vision, so you learn how to do
And
something
it
automatically.
was your first real break, and you
Yeah. It
tried to
was,
give it your best.
yeah, I would have killed myself without intending on it, you know, but it's just, you do that, and it was rewarded very well, because while I was shooting, um, the agent from Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, the #1 guy in Hollywood, he came to the movie set. They closed the movie down for when he came. He said, "Oh, everyone stop shooting." Jake Bloom is his name. He wants to talk to Matthias, you know. Um, and so he pulled me aside and he said, "I watched 5 minutes of this movie. You're going to be the next action Hollywood star. You know, I have Stallone, I have Schwarzenegger, I have Dolph, I have Van Damme. You're going to be my next guy." And he signed me that night, you know. Uh, so it was really great. I mean, this movie helped me a lot. However, it didn't make the big box office, so it wasn't that much of a breakout hit to begin with, because it only made 10 million. I forgot.
$4 million.
They did a good job.
Yeah, it grossed $4 million. 4,300,000.
Oh, see, that's nothing. It costs so much money to shoot.
It cost $7 million, considering IMDb, of course.
Yeah, and then you have to add the
publicity
and yeah. So it was a loss actually, but sometimes
did you get hurt during those scenes?
No, you don't know. I was, when you're so young, you're just like a cat.
Yeah. The film was shot mostly at night. Was that particularly hard?
Yeah, because everything is reversed. You get used to it. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I mean,
Matthias, just one last question. What was until now? What was your favorite villain that you ever played, and why?
Oh, that's hands down Dark Angel. I mean, what a character.
I knew that you were gonna say that.
Yeah. I'm in love with this character.
It's still tormenting Paulo.
It's so you cannot imagine how this feels like. You become this giant alien to begin with this outfit, right? And you got weapons that are unbelievable. They work. These weapons really work for real. So all day long, it's explosions, it's action, it's danger, it's smoke, it's car chases. So yeah, I love it. When I hang out with you guys, I'm gonna actually talk to someone about recreating all of that, trying to get that going again as a television series. The film, we tried many times to do part 2. Dolph wants to do it, wants to direct it, but we have a bit of a problem with the rights, because the rights,
Paramount Pictures, I think.
No, well, that would be better than what we thought. The last thing was with Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers will not give it away, so we would, they're just not going to do it. They keep it forever. And they only do it if they think they want to do it.
Or if you have enough money to buy the rights.
I don't care. They will not sell it. Okay. It's not about money. They're going to keep it.
Just because they can.
Yeah.
Okay, Matthias.
Matthias, thank you very much for this interview.
You guys are great.
You are a very pleasant person to talk to. Because of you playing bad guys, I thought that you would be a bit rougher. But no, you are a kind guy. Thank you very much.
It's only acting. Yeah.
Good acting. Do people approach you on the streets?
But this
yes, they do.
Oh yeah,
and they recall the movies.
They approach you, or they run from you.
No, they're very nice. In Los Angeles, people are not scared. They're very, very nice. Around the world, people are never scared. They always come up everywhere where I go. So it's really cool.
Okay. You don't show signs of slowing down. You are attached to several films between this year and 2016. One of them is Showdown in Manila, directed by Mark Dacascos, with a huge cast.
Yes.
Casper Van Diem, Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa, Cynthia Rothrock, Don the Dragon Wilson, Oliver Gruner, and many others.
We spoke with Gruner the other day also.
Oh, he's one of my favorite.
Yeah, it was over the phone, but he was great. Okay.
Yeah.
How was it like to be on set with all these acting heavyweights?
Oh, I love it, because these are all my friends in real life. We all know each other. We all see each other all the time. Don Wilson was on there one too. Tia Carrera, I don't know, remember her from Wayne's World?
Yeah, of course.
It was fantastic. Every day, every minute is a laugh, is a joke. We all tease each other. Everyone is an expert in something. Olivier, he knows everything about weapons. He doesn't stop telling you how to shoot or fight and this. He's so fanatic.
He was a military.
He is a military too. He's a pilot. He's doing everything. Yeah. He's like 24 hours. He never stops. It's unbelievable. Yeah. And it's a tough shoot. It's in the jungle, all that bullshit. So, but these are all real action heroes. They don't never complain. Cynthia Rothrock, always smiley, always happy, always a joke, you know. She's not afraid of anything. Cynthia Rothrock is like, okay, you want to climb Mount Everest? She's going to be like, okay, I'll do it. No matter what, you know, she's going to end up doing it. She's crazy. Dawn Wilson, contrary to what you might believe, you know, big world champion kickboxer, is the nicest guy, always funny, always joking, always screwing with you, you know. Who else? Yeah, it's Casper Van Dien. He's fun. Yeah. He can't sit still. He's a comedian.
What about your character? What you were
Dorn. What can you tell us about yes. Dorn?
Oh, Dorn is the bad guy, typical bad guy. He's a henchman of Kerry Tagara. Like what I always play, you know, I like it because the lead guy, Alexander Nevsky, is my height. He's very big. He used to be Mr. Universe in bodybuilding, so he needed someone that is a bit of a threat to him, other than, you know, you do a movie in the Philippines, it's very difficult to find someone that you would be really scared of, physically wise, you know. So yeah, I was, as always, the offset, the bad guy with Kerry Tagara, who I work with in Kickboxer too.
Yeah. I have to mention this, directed by Albert Pugh. That is the godfather of this podcast.
Our first interview and our first
podcast was with him. In every podcast, there's always a connection with Albert Pugh.
It's like the 6 degrees of Albert Pugh.
Yeah.
6 degrees.
Okay, if you ever come to Portugal, please say something.
Oh, that's fantastic. I will.
I will be your background extra, whatever you want. It would be great.
Absolutely fantastic.